Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Tonight on the Channel 2 News, amid a tough restart of Japanese tourism, MVA and government officials return from Japan and say there will be no quick recovery. Also tonight, a new tax on tourists is being planned at the Grotto dive site. Officials say $3 per head is the plan. And a young Saipan diver may hold a new world record for youngest certified diver. In sports, direct service to Oniara in the Solomon Islands. Team NMI prepares for the Pacific Games. Stay with us. These stories and more next.
What's the move? Kinda wild out. Casual groove. She said, where you going? What's the move? Kinda wild out. Casual groove. What's the move?
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
An access fee at the Grotto could soon be implemented by Parks and Recreation. The fee will not affect locals, only tourists will have to pay the fee. The Grotto will have Parks and Rec staff on site checking for local IDs in order to enforce it. Parks and Rec Director Mike Cruz explains more.
No transaction are going to be held at the Grotto. Before you reach the Grotto, you have to come to our office in Garapan and make a payment if you're non-residents.
If a visitor hasn't paid before going to the Grotto, they will not be sent away. Instead, they will be issued a citation that will need to be paid at a later date. A law has been in place since 2013 for Parks and Rec to charge an access fee at all of the sites they manage, but they've only just now decided to enforce it.
This one is already a law, and there's regulations in place. We just have to follow the regulations that's been in place because they made a law for us to work and try and figure out something to generate revenue for only maintenance costs.
Director Cruz says they have no current plans to implement the fee at any of their other sites.
Not right now. I can't speak for moving forward, but I know Carabera Cave is CIP just renovated the place, and that's one of the ideas to be charged, but I'm not too sure we're gonna get to that because we don't have a restroom there. So it's only for maintenance purposes.
A tentative date of December 1st has been chosen to start implementing the fee. A public hearing will be held on November 16th at the Carolinian Affairs Office, where citizens can voice their opinions on the matter.
We should be charging because it's already regulated and it's been promulgated since 2013. It's just that I think it wasn't, the impact wasn't that bad before, where we have to find new ways to generate revenue just to support your daily operations.
Channel 2 caught up with Governor Palacios this morning. He shared his thoughts on the fee.
We need to do that. We really need to do that, and it's been there that conversation has been there for years, and we just keep going back and forth about it. We keep waffling about it, but you know, the grotto is a resource, and it has to be maintained. It has to be protected, and those fees are not going to go into the general fund. It's going to be very specific to the grotto, to the maintenance, and making sure that the grotto is safe and it doesn't deteriorate, and we protect it. So, you know, anywhere in the world, when you have this kind of resources and attraction, you protect it, and people will pay a little bit to make sure that the resources stay in healthy conditions.
I'm standing here at the grotto where this morning a 10-year-old boy became the youngest diver in the world. Some 10-year-olds want toys for their birthdays. However, when Finn Fraisch turned 10 yesterday, he had a bigger goal in mind. This morning, he finished his final dive at the grotto before being certified by the Professional Association of Diving Instructors as the youngest junior open water diver in the world. This is Finn surfacing after his final dive. Finn's instructor was Jay Wolf at Axe Murderer Dive Saipan. He says getting PADI certified is a lengthy process.
First, people need to complete some lesson plans, and those can either be digital or they can be print material, and knowledge review, and then an actual exam, so a test, and that can also be digital or a physical. Then after you finish that, you can do a confined water session, which basically means usually training in a pool, but it's training on the skills that you need to dive safely. And after you finish the confined water sessions, then you can do your 4 open water dives. And there are some requirements and restrictions on each one, but it's basically a step-by-step program to train the student to be a safe diver at the end.
The minimum age to earn the PADI Junior Open Water certification is 10 years old. The previous record holder was 10-year-old Dwight Nandu, who completed his training the day after his birthday at approximately 8 a.m. Finn, however, climbed out of the water at the grotto at 6:45 a.m., beating the previous record holder by 1 hour and 15 minutes.
It's not a competition to become the world's youngest diver. It was just a goal. It's a goal for Finn, but of course we wouldn't have taken Finn on his dives or certified him if he wasn't ready. He's been training with us for several months, and that's why he was ready to do grotto today. And he has really good diving skills, especially considering his age. So we're very proud of him. We don't know a lot about the previous record holders, but we do think that because of the time zone here in the Marianas, and as early as we did this dive, that it's going to be pretty difficult to beat.
Finn was inspired by his parents, who are also divers. He grew up watching them in action.
It feels pretty good. I've always wanted to be a diver since I was 7, because when I lived in Pensacola, my parents would go on dives, and they would tell me all about it and make me super jealous.
Finn's parents had this to say after they surfaced.
I think he's real well trained, and he's really listened well. And you know, it's funny, you can't hear underwater, but I can see Finn listening more.
Yeah.
You know, because he really has a rapport and he understands the hand signals. And I mean, I think once you learn how to follow the directions and do it the same way, it becomes just like breathing on land, right?
It's just amazing to watch your child have, a teacher and mentor like Jay, which you can really trust and see how much they've learned and how much he's come in such a short time. Jay has really put an incredible amount of work into helping Finn get here, and we're really grateful for that.
Finn says this is only the first of many goals he has in his diving career.
Part of my goal is to be the world's youngest diver in all of the courses.
For the Channel 2 News, this is Trey Youngdahl reporting.
The biggest travel show of the year in Japan was held recently in Osaka. show includes national tourism agencies, airlines, hotels, travel agencies, cruise companies, and other tourism professionals, as well as the traveling public. This year, over 49,000 tourism professionals joined the event on the travel trade days, with an estimated 100,000 consumers joining on the final days of the event. JATA is normally a big, exciting show, but it's no secret that the coveted Japan tourist is currently in short supply and has much less spending power. MVA's delegation included a team of legislators, Senator Donald Manglona, Senator Karina Magofna, Representative Ralph Umel, Representative Marissa Flores, and Representative Joel Camacho.
There was a lot of things that they were able to observe, and they came back with a better understanding of what MVA actually needs, what are the challenges in the market, and what is our competition. And so that in itself was what we actually wanted them to see and observe.
Representative Camacho participating in JATA for the first time. It's tough times in the Japan market.
Yeah.
After spending some time around there, what are your takeaways?
For some of the people that actually visited Saipan or the CNMI, we normally get the same response, which definitely we need more amenities. Sometimes people want to shop too, maybe like trying to get a mall investor to come here. But most importantly, what they mentioned was like cleaning up the island. Obviously, we have a lot of construction, ongoing construction in Beach Road, so hopefully we're going to be more presentable in the next 5 to 10 years, right? We're working on that, but yeah, so the response was, or the feedback was like, keep the place clean, maintained, because in Japan.
Visitors to the NMI booth participated in indigenous moire making, bead making, coconut leaf weaving, a quiz show, raffle, and viewing of videos about Saipan, Tinian, Rota, and the Northern Islands. For Congressman Ralph Umel, this was his second travel fair. What do you think that we can do here to help with not just the Japanese market, but just tourism in general? What are some things that we can do locally?
Well, the biggest issue we have here in the CNMI is what do the tourists do after dinner? And if you drive around the CNMI or Saipan at least, anything after 8 p.m., there's no activity. We used to have gaming. We don't have that anymore. We have, a few poker parlors in the tourist district and e-gaming, but it's further south. So the difficult part is what do tourists do in the evenings? Most tourists come here for 4 to 5 days. You can only do so much in the water.
Airlift, one of the major factors affecting the CNMI.
MVA had a meeting with United, and it was actually a very positive meeting. We were very encouraged when we left. They do have a new manager that is in charge of our destination or our area, and he looks very positive that eventually this is where we want to work towards.
United currently flying in 3 times per week, but the schedule isn't popular with tourists.
He's also supporting changing the flight and changing the time slots to make it better. I mean, right now they arrive 1 o'clock in the morning, they lose a day, and they leave at 7 o'clock back to Japan, and they end up losing a day again. And so it's like even though you do a 5-day vacation, it's only a 3.5 day because of the time of the flights. So, he understands that. He understands how it affects, the growth of the flight also. And so he's going to appeal again to Chicago to see whether or not we can change this.
Biggest challenge right now for the Japan market is the yen. Its value has plummeted against the dollar, making travel to U.S. destinations 30 to 40% more expensive. So while pricing in the NMI may be similar to years past, it doesn't feel that way for Japanese tourists who are now traveling within Japan as well as to other parts of Asia rather than U.S. destinations.
The foreign exchange rate too is what's really hurting the Japan market. I mean, globally. When we were in Japan, they kind of explained to us that it's going to be difficult because right now Japan is focusing more on domestic flights and inbound. inbound tourism, so they're kind of investing on their people.
The hope is to get a daily flight. Kavanaugh says there are some local efforts that can be made.
He's also looking at long term. I mean, after August of next year, hopefully going to a daily flight. Of course, it's a partnership, though, still. We need to do something with our destination. You know, it's funny how at the meeting he says Saipan and the CNMI has so much potential. When you think about it, we've been in this business for 40 years. How much time do we need before potential actually becomes reality? You know, and that is, tourism is everybody's business, and it's a cliche, but it really does. When you start walking and you just look at different homes, private property, you know, if you were a tourist, would you want to come here? You know, so it's not just the government, it's not just MVA, it's not just DNLR, but it starts with us. And we need to clean up our stuff. We need to clean up our product, and everyone needs to buy into this.
And we have a very stiff competition with Guam, Palau, and of course Hawaii, and then the other Asian regions. So we have it hard for ourselves. I mean, it's very difficult. Everybody's fighting for such a small market.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month. Plus, a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
Get your goods here with care and attention with Micronesia Air Cargo Services. MAX is all about connections. Daily flights to and from Guam, 4 times a week to Rota, and bi-weekly flights to Tinian. We are connecting the Marianas. Perishable goods, Home Depot furniture and appliances, even live animals, operating since 2013. Check out our Thursday special to Rota from Guam and Saipan. Call Max at 670-288-6227. If it fits, we'll take it.
One of the best addresses in Saipan has office space available now, right in the heart of things. The Marianas Business Plaza offers reasonable rates and can help build to suit your needs. You'll love the central location, just 15 minutes from the airport and 10 minutes from Garapan. Ample and covered parking keeps your vehicle close and protected. 2 restaurants for easy access, lunch, dinner and business meetings. Building security and 24-hour access to your office. Backup generators, so you can run your business in all weather. And 3 elevators mean easy and convenient access. It's the address in Saipan, the Marianas Business Plaza.
A woman facing drug trafficking charges after being arrested at the airport on Rota, 33-year-old Jairi Lynn Mendiola was arrested after flying into Rota from Guam. Customs and biosecurity officers say they searched her belongings, and hidden inside a projector was nearly 6 grams of methamphetamine. She was arrested, and upon questioning, police say she revealed that she was paid $300 to transport the ice from Guam to Rota. Mendiola is being charged with importation and possession of contraband and trafficking offenses.
And I will faithfully discharge
my duties
as Associate Judge of the Commonwealth Superior Court
as an Associate Judge of the Commonwealth of the Superior Court
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Judge Joseph James Narita Camacho sworn in today for his 3rd term as CNMI Superior Court Judge. Camacho currently handles the probate court docket along with trials and bail hearings. During his swearing-in ceremony, he says mental health laws need updates.
There has been many improvements in our understanding in the field of mental health and illness. Unfortunately, the CNMI mental health and illness laws, as it applies to defendants brought to the court, has not been updated for over 30 years. It requires a legislator or legislators to champion this issue to introduce the necessary bill to update the Sinamay mental health and illness laws.
The judge also says that technology that links court access for Rhoda and Tinian residents needs attention.
There is a need to improve the technology at the Rhoda and Tinian courthouse, right, with better and faster internet speed and more reliable video conferencing equipment. The people of Rhoda and Tinian can attend and participate in a higher quality of virtual hearings without the need to wait for months for judges to fly to Rhoda and Tinian.
Camacho attended NMC as well as San Jose State and then law school at Gonzaga. He's been a police officer, legislator, prosecutor, and representative. Lieutenant Governor David Apatang administered the oath of office.
I'm very happy to see the judge back on the bench to continue his service to our people, to the Commonwealth. It's an honor again to be here this morning with him.
A U.S. naval ship that has ties to Saipan has made its way to Charlie Dock at Saipan Seaport. The ship, called the USS Shup, is a guided missile destroyer. Construction of the ship began in November of 1998. She was officially launched 2 years later in November of 2000. This is the Shup's commanding officer, Dale Tortolot. He says the ship was named after someone who served in Saipan.
USS Shup is named after General David Shup. He's a former Commandant of Marine Corps and also a veteran of World War II. So he served throughout World War II as a Marine Corps officer. He was a logistics officer, staff officer. He won the Medal of Honor at Tarawa. And he also actually served time here in Saipan during the whole Marianas campaign. Named after a Marine pulling into Saipan where our namesake had served on Marine Corps' birthdays.
The crew aboard the Shup, numbering over 300, is stopping off in Saipan for rest and recuperation after spending some time at a base in Korea. Commander Tortolot took us on a tour of the Shup. This is the ship's bridge.
We do have our young officers, both of these guys here, that are conning officers, so they'll actually give the orders to steer the ship. So we've got all of everything you need to drive the ship from is all up here. So we got.
The commander says that officers as young as 18 are often controlling the over $2 billion ship. After the bridge, he showed us the dining room on board. The photos that adorn the walls were gathered from the Shup's numerous missions and were hung by the crew for commemoration of their tours.
Whoa! A lot of stuff around. Just be careful as we transit through. And we're going straight out the flight deck. Okay, we'll head up to the flight deck.
After our dining room stop, we were led to where they store one of the aircraft on board. This helicopter is called a Seahawk. This particular one's call name is Cupcake. Tortolot says that though Cupcake's name is unsuspecting, it is a force to be reckoned with.
So they've got radars and other sensors, like visual sensors and stuff like that, to search for submarines. Can't tell you too much about the capabilities, but that's one of their main purposes on board is to hunt for submarines. And also surface contacts. They've got radars that can reach a little bit further because just radar principles are height of eye of the radar. So our mast is 150 feet. Our radars are close to that. They can get much higher and scan a much greater range than we can. So that's part of the purpose of them is we'll send them out. They can fly a little further, go a little bit higher, and see a lot more. And then they can forward that data back to us so we can see it as well.
Commander Tortolot and some of his crew will be at the Veterans Day service tomorrow morning at American Memorial Park.
Green sea turtles and hawksbill turtles call the Mariana Islands home. They're an important part of the marine ecosystem. They are under threat, and they are protected under CNMI law. Keep plastic out of the ocean. Keep vehicles off the beach. Use the Sea Turtle Stranding Hotline if you see poaching activities or if you see a turtle in trouble. Call 287-8537 and save a turtle. Location, location, location. Office space on Capitol Hill available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park. With natural light and ocean views, it's the perfect place for creative professionals. So upgrade your life and your working environment. Schedule an exclusive showing now. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Buenas sports fans.
Team Marianas gathered on Wednesday as the countdown to the Pacific Games has begun. The send-off event happened inside the gym at the Oleai Sports Complex.
And we are ready for departure.
Nick Gross is the chef de mission for Team NMI. Solomon Islands is not that far away, but it's hard and expensive to get there. NMASA President Jerry Tan says the first ever direct flight from the NMI to Aniara means we will be able to send more athletes and at a much lower cost.
We are able to successfully negotiate and bringing in the charter flight in order for us to accommodate over 100 athletes and officials.
Swimmers looking forward to the games. Alex says his goal is 2 gold medals, but he'll be happy with 3. He will be holding the CNMI flag at the opening ceremonies.
I'm excited. I hope everybody does good. I wish everybody best of luck and hope they do good and we could represent CNMI.
What was going on in your mind when they called your name to be the flag bearer?
I was nervous because there's like so many people. So yeah, and I'm happy that I got to be flag bearer. It's my first time.
Francis Rajo will compete in swimming.
I feel really nervous, but I'm really excited.
What makes you nervous about this?
I'm not sure. I just really want to do good and represent CNMI.
Awesome. So what are your personal goals in the event?
My personal goals is probably to beat my best times in swimming.
I'm very excited. This is the first time in a long time that I'm going to participate in the Pacific Games. It's quite a challenging order to take, going by myself as a solo triathlete. I'm feeling good about it. Just do your best.
I want to go to the finals, and make my personal best time.
Weightlifting, hoping to lift up some serious hardware.
Yeah, full confidence. I already came back from Samoa for the under 23 for the weightlifting, so I'm going back in. I'm still warmed up for it. I'm very excited. Yeah.
So what goes into training for something like this?
A lot of monotonous, just repetition, snatch, clean and jerk is the only thing we practice. Just we're in a room, the weights, the smell of metal, and just chalk. It's unlike everyone else here. They're out in the fields. They're doing with other teams. We're just by ourselves.
Team NMI departs on Wednesday.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month. Plus, a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Taking a look at our weather tonight, partly cloudy with isolated showers. Northeast winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. We'll be seeing lows around 79 degrees and a 10% chance of showers. Saturday through Sunday night, mostly sunny with isolated showers. East winds 15 to 20 miles per hour with highs around 88 and lows around 79. There's a 10% chance of showers increasing to 20% on Sunday. Low tide tomorrow will be 0.4 feet at 12:13 a.m. before going up to 1.8 feet at 6:44 a.m. later that morning. Low tide will be 1 foot at 11:54 a.m., going up to 2.1 feet at 6:04 p.m. tomorrow evening.